I got to Georgia. Somebody said, "Oh, we got $250,000 for you." Woo, 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 woo. Me being me, I moved out there with $50K. Not all cash now, but through my credit and everything else, I had $50K. Okay, right. So I said, "Yeah." They only saw me twice, but I ain't gonna never doubt myself. I could one take anything, you know. For sure. And they came to me. They weren't like they owned some type of company or whatever. That's what I found out. Long story short, I'm like, all right, give me the paperwork. Because he was talking, saying good, like, we just want 15% of your shows and walkthroughs and this, that, and the third. Or we want this and want this. Black and white. I could hear what you're telling me. I record everything. They don't know that, but I am when it come down to something like that. Boom. I never get it. So then he bring the wife. She come with duffel bag, slap it right on my eye of the table. I look in the bag and it makes sense. Where's the paper? They wanted me to do industry stuff.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
I feel you.
I'm just a girl from Chicago. What they say we're guilty for, they give us our trial. Granny say I'm innocent, trust in the Bible, but I trust in survival. Just a girl from Chicago.
Go, what's that word? It's KB Nene, and I'm just a girl from Chicago. Today I got with me Shay Moola, Big Mulla, the biggest Moola. How you coming, gang?
In the building.
In the rack, in the building.
I'm at the crib.
You in the crib? You at the crib, but you based out in Atlanta now. So
starting January 1st, I'm gonna be from Atlanta.
You cutting all ties.
Yeah, it's a wrap. They got a few more days left.
You leaving Chicago?
Yeah, I gotta stay on back there.
You ain't wrong. But before we start this interview, I got to say my disclaimer. Everything we say on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Please do not get yourself in a situation it's going to be real hard to get out of about something we said. Code Gray, how you coming? That just opened the floor for us to say anything. You can say whatever you want to say.
I came over here to say anything anyway.
What you had to say? In the bed. You got some shit to get off your chest. For sure,
it's
but...
Chicago, nigga.
For the people who don't know you, first, let's just introduce you. Tell them where you from and what you do.
First thing first in the building, I am Shay Mulla. I'm from the headquarters of Chicago, capital, low end, 39th Street, 35th Street.
Headquarters.
Yeah, we the headquarters.
For sure that. You say you from Stayway Gardens?
I'm from the low end.
Just in general?
I live in Everybody Project.
For sure.
Literally.
Which one you think is the most legendary? I got asked this question. Which one you think is, so we're not going to go into West Side and Cabrini Greens and all that.
Yeah, they're my cousins.
Ida B. Wells or Robert Taylor's? Which one you think?
Ida B. Wells.
Ida B. Wells over the Robert Taylor's?
In the building.
Well, that's your generation. I don't know. I can't go. I can't.
I'm telling you, in the building.
What you think was the difference? What you think made Ida B. Wells stand out from the Robert Taylor's?
So this what a lot of people don't know. Ida B. Wells had taller buildings as well. It was called the Durhams, but it still was a part of Ida B. Wells. Then they had the extensions too. We had a lot going on.
For sure. So Wells, that's down on like 39th, right?
Correct.
Okay.
37th Street, 39th Street, yeah.
Robert Taylor's was down towards like 40
up to 51st.
Yeah, type shit. Mm-hmm. For sure. That's before my time, baby. I'm a block baby. I don't know nothing about them.
I'm from the block. Like Patrick,
So how old was you when you moved from projects?
I want to say I moved to Inglewood. I think I was maybe like 12, 13.
Oh, so your early childhood was in the projects. Like you remember vividly.
Yeah, I was in the building.
For sure. I don't remember none of that shit. I don't remember pissy hallways, smell.
That too.
For sure. What inspired you to do music?
I ain't no inspiration. It's maybe because I danced my whole life.
Yeah, we get into that.
It really wasn't no inspiration. It was like a joke thing, and then I ended up on the radio.
What you mean? Tell us about it. Go into detail.
I featured on Buster Reckless, my little bitch, rest in peace, Buster. I featured on his song, and how I ended up on the song. I was supposed to get Katie to do. Katie is my cousin.
Katie got bands?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was supposed to get Katie to get on that song, but the studio we went to was all the way in Plainfield, and she was like she was coming. But black people. Shit, my ride to the studio, he steady playing it over. I'm just in the car like, okay, the beat is making me, and then shit. I went in there, I started rapping. We still waiting on her. The producer dude, his name was JR, I think. He turned around and said, like, get in the booth. I said, nah, I ain't no rapper, I'm the dancer. He said, my girl, go in there. I said, he point to the closet. I ain't going to no closet the whole time. The closet was the booth. It was done up in there. Y'all wasn't no rapper, so I ain't know.
Right.
So I ended up doing it a couple of times, and I came out, heard myself. I'm okay. And then I believe DJ K Caesar or one of them, they end up playing my verse on Power 92 like 2 weeks later.
And from there, you was just
I was
like,
a
oh,
rapper.
yeah, I'm a rapper. I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, I was a rapper.
And how long ago was that?
About 8 years.
8 years? You've been doing this shit for them to 10 years?
I've been in the building.
So I've been in the building. But so that speak on early dancing. So you actually looked at you was interested in making a career out of dancing?
Yeah, I was.
Okay, so what type of career do you get in dancing outside of stripping?
Okay, so what I have done in my past because of dancing, I'm in a Robert Town movie called Boys to Men.
Okay.
I danced halftime at the basketball game. He had a few celebrities. I mean, he was a celebrity himself, a big one. He had a lot of celebrities there, so that was entertaining. I done went on like rural ride trips. I appeared in Dude in Them, Watch My Feet video. Back in my day. I was in that video, dancing in high school. I won my school something from WGCI, and that's what we won. And then from them seeing me dance to their song, because they used to be my favorite song to footwork to. And them seeing me, they was actually performing, but I'm so busy, got the crowd over here dancing, but I know out here in the laugh, and they made their way to our circles to see what was going on. Sure. I turned around, it's them, and I'm like, they need my peoples. And my school knew that. So like they found me a day later and asked me to come. I ain't had to audition to be in a video. They just gave me a pair of pink L1s and I was in the video.
Yeah, your daughter danced too. That's actually when you had like kind of locked in that with the Bud Billiken parade. Y'all was doing the Bud Billiken parade, and you kind of like the lead dancer, right?
I'm the
choreographer. I think
I'm like
called.
the captain, vice president. My mom is the CEO, founder, and I come right under her.
So how did y'all put that together? Like, how did your mom come up with the idea? I'm gonna put together a dance team in Chicago.
Okay, my mom danced all her life. She danced with this group called Jackathons, and then Phase 2, which I was the first little girl in Phase 2. Okay, I was 5 years old at the time. So that's how that came about. From like the age of 5 to 13, I was in Phase 2, and somehow Phase 2 transitioned over to my mom's team, which was Infamous Bang. You know, groups had a thing going on like you see today. Today is just a little worse. Right. But they had their things going on. Everybody was of age to decide where they wanted to go. Everybody wanted to go with my mama.
For sure.
That's how that happened. For
sure. Y'all still doing the buds?
We did not do this past bud due to I live in another state and my daughter's schooling is different from Chicago. Yeah. And about her going to high school this year, I don't want to keep her out of school like I did last year to do the bud.
What inspired you to move to Atlanta?
So I got the okay to talk about this too. Okay. My brother was in a bad car accident. They told us he died. So it was during COVID. So we didn't have immediate family there. My god brother Brandon, he was there. So he was the closest thing to my brother. But we still getting wrong information. So we found out that like that wasn't a patient. Now he got bleeding on his brain, and he might still pass. But that wasn't my brother neither. And then eventually I made my way there once we was able to talk to my brother. He was alive and well, but his legs was messed up. They told him he'll never be able to dance for the rest of his life or nothing. And he's still standing right now. He still dance. He still do a fool and all that. So that's why I really moved to Georgia. Everybody thought I ran for music, and that wasn't the case.
For sure.
And yes, all my mom kids dance.
That's what's up. Cody, so it was never like, I'm tired of the violence in Chicago. I got to get out of Chicago. It was never like a career decision. It was just...
It was neither, but it was just like, because I was always running back and forth. You know, he got at the hospital. He was in walker, wheelchair. So I'm going to be big sister. Like, I guess a lot of people thought my brother was out, so they tried to rob his house, all type of stuff going on.
Yeah, for sure that.
But I went to be big sister, so.
Do you prefer dancing or rapping?
Damn. I got to go with dancing.
Dancing, that's your fashion over rapping?
Yeah.
You think rapping is something you just found yourself into and it was like, all right, this fun, I could do this?
That's kind of sort of what happened.
But
and I talk how I talk anyway, so.
For sure. What's your feel on content creating? Because you also got a funny personality, you outspoken. So you interested in like podcasting and content creating?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
to be honest,
I think you'd be good at it, for sure. Speak on your viral song, In the Building. And you quote, at this point is a slogan.
It's a slogan.
In the building. How you come up with that?
So first things first, like we just said in the back when we started, I'm from the buildings.
For sure.
So I always used to be like, I used to just write little bars, put in my notes, and I used to be like, I'm from the buildings, not the block, let's get it. But I catch myself saying in the building a lot. And one day somebody asked me something, I bust out and said in the building. And their reaction to me was like, oh, that's hard. So I'm like, yeah. Hit my homie up Dex, which we got Dex over there in the cut. I was like, yeah, we gotta call this song. Da, 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 da. In the building is what it's gonna be called. Tell me what to do with the beat. Send me something, and that's how we had worked it out.
For
Beat
sure.
came from Meal Ticket and STO. They put me in the building. SOS.
Meal ticket. Yeah, so yeah, they been working. I just did Miss Frankie Lyman with them.
They put me in the building.
Yeah,
They put me in the building.
They're a good duo for sure. Speak on, because you are an independent artist. Speak on the hardship of not having a label.
So I always felt like, and I do feel like, being signed to a label, if you don't go in there with like a 50% of yourself, your own, all that already, they gonna fuck you up. They gonna fuck you, juke you from the back. This track is banging from the back. That's what they gonna do to you. I mean, it have not been done to me personally, but I be places, I keep my mouth closed, and I just, and I see a lot, and I be like, yeah, I'm from Chicago, that ain't for me.
What's some of the ways you've seen that labels get these artists?
I just spoke about this. So when they have artists that's under their label, they have these artists promote, or these, I'm gonna say they had these artists promote, all that features this much, no, damn well they ain't gonna clear the song. So now you done paid $10,000 for this feature and you can't do nothing with it.
Wait, so that's a thing?
That's a thing. That's
a
big thing.
So they pay for the feature, and then the person that they paid the money to,
so the artist be a little shiesty, little finessing, you know, or it might not necessarily be the artist. It might be somebody from their team,
right?
You know, oh yeah, we got you. Yeah, we gonna do this. You gotta send $2,500 up front. The rest do the. Yeah, the label gonna clear. Yeah, we gonna do the video and all that. And you did nothing but a song, and they don't even want to give the song because the song ain't gonna be clear.
Man, yeah, I be ready to get on the motherfucker ass. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see me about that. I pay for some shit. It's cleared. But it's clear when the payment post. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, that's why I'm stick over here to this. Is you looking to be signed, or you looking to stay independent?
I'm looking to be in the building.
Say whichever one works for you.
Whatever worked for me.
What type of deal aren't you willing to take?
360.
What is a 360?
Don't spin me like no hula hoop.
What is a 360 deal?
You won't TLC me. I'm quite sure we all know the TLC story.
It happens to a lot of people.
That's all I gotta say.
But a lot of these artists don't understand. Like, they can't recognize what a 360 deal even look like when offered to them. They just see a situation better than what I'm in right now. So what's your advice, or what can you say, like, in your opinion, what is a 360 deal and why they shouldn't take it? Go, what's that word? It's KB Nene, and I'm just a girl from Chicago. And you can get your official Just a Girl from Chicago merch available in women and men. I love girls from Chicago. Yeah, we got couples, his and hers. Get you one. Take pictures, tag me in them, and we got them in multiple different colors. You can get it at I'mJustAGirlFromChicago.com. Tap in.
So I always use the format frame, whatever, knowledge, TLC, because I grew up on that movie, and I just see like how they was doing what they supposed to do as an artist, but they was getting $5 at the end of the pay period. You done pay everybody, and you know. So that's what I always got of it. And what was crazy is I was always off into music, but I didn't know, like, I didn't want rap was my thing. It was just like, dang, maybe I could own the studio, or maybe I could do this. I know what not to do if this, you know. I was learning it from movies and.
So you was looking like to be like an executive of your own label or something like that, and start bringing and managing other artists, upcoming artists and shit. Yeah, for sure. You see yourself being one of those. Okay, is it really finessing? Because a lot of people don't understand the music industry to even understand how finessing works. Like you say with the TLC thing, if a person is putting all of their resources and finances into artists, you feel me, and the artists kind of just show up. Do you think it's wrong for the person to put the resources and the money in?
That part I don't consider the 360. Because
that's why I say, what you consider a 360?
Like, I'm going to use myself for an example because I don't want to say nothing or nobody else scenario.
For sure.
I got to Georgia. Somebody said, oh, we got $250,000 for you. Woo, 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 woo. Me being me, I moved out there with $50K. Not all cash now, but through my credit and everything else, I had $50K, okay? Right. So I said, yeah, they only saw me twice, but I ain't gonna never doubt myself. I could one take anything, you know? For sure. And they came to me, they weren't like, they owned some type of company or whatever. That's what I found out. Long story short, I'm like, all right, give me the paperwork. Because he was talking, saying good, like, we just want 15% of your shows and walkthroughs and this, that, and the third, or we want this and want this. Black and white, I can hear what you're telling me. I record everything. They don't know that, but I am when it come down to something like that. Boom. I never get it. So then he bring the wife. She come with the duffel bag, slap it right on my eye of the table. I look in the bag, and it makes sense. Where's the paper? Mm-hmm. They wanted me to do industry stuff.
Yeah, man.
There we go.
I feel you. Speak on balancing motherhood in your career.
So my daughter is older. She's 14. She's not your average 14. She's not like a fast grown 14, but knowledgeable. She's an adult.
Okay.
She know how to speak some stuff that I have to like, what the mean? And I'm a mom. So she more so lately, she's been more so helpful. Is a tomboy, and she, Mom, do your shirt like mine. So me balancing music and my daughter, she's the only one. So it's like this.
Yeah, now it's easier.
Because she's a help. Yeah.
Yeah, because now, like, she pretty much teenager, so she could pretty much do stuff on her own, opposed to a girl with toddler kids and small kids. Yeah. They got to tend to. What was your support system like with your child?
I always had the best support system from my mom, my brothers, her daddy side of the family.
Okay, yeah.
Outside of the family.
Yeah, I wanted to get into that. You lost your child's father.
Yes.
And his family, they've been a big support. They always been active.
Always.
For sure. Speak on that. Speak on losing your child's father if you can. Like, how did he pass and how did it affect you?
So he got killed on his way to get my daughter. So I had started rapping. Okay. I was going to Memphis in May. And we wasn't on the best terms, so I was going through his mama. Okay. But he had ended up was like, I got a text message to say, baby, there ain't new number. For like 6 months, we ain't talking. But he getting his child, but we not talking.
Right.
I get a text message say, baby, there's a new number or something. I text his mom. I said, your son got a new number. She said, wow. I said, somebody texted me talking about my baby daddy. She like called him ass. I said, I'm not going to call him and play with him like that now. So then it was time for me to go to Memphis. My daughter was going to school in Inglewood or whatever. He pick up, he called. Why my daughter ain't got no clothes? I said, calm down. You got to go to the shop and get the bag. My mom and them know like that or whatever. Boom. He do all of that. I'm in Memphis. But I didn't go to Memphis for rap, but I literally had just started rapping. And what made it make sense was I get on Beale Street. Somebody knew who I was from. It was a lot of Chicago people there, but somebody knew somebody now performing on Beale Street. Damn. So that's kind of, I came back home from Memphis in May on the 30th, I think. I got back. Yeah, he got killed the next day I got back. That's all I can say.
In Chicago?
Yeah, on 103rd Morgan, on the way to get my baby. It was a lot.
And how did that affect you? How old was your daughter?
She's 14. She was, 8, 7? It was 2 weeks after her 6th birthday. And that's how I knew we were not talking, because I didn't know that he came to her birthday party to after the funeral and all that. Somebody sent the picture. Damn. And I was like, he was at her party? They like, yeah.
So when the last time that y'all did talk?
We had just talked the Memphis conversation. He like, I'm proud of you, and woo, 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 and woo, woo, woo. And it was like, dang. And then the next day I get my daughter from school. She had just got FaceTime with him, but she started clowning. Like, she climbing up, and we like, stop. Mm-hmm. And the whole time while she's acting out, her daddy is being murdered. You couldn't call that like that, but after the fact, like, dang, she doing stuff she ain't never did before.
For sure. So for the last, let's say 7, almost 8 years, you've been kind of doing, that's the single, like on the single mother type tip with your mom. What's been the struggles of that? I know even though having a support system, I know that had to be traumatic. Seems like something you still dealing with, something triggering. So
yeah, the biggest issue with that was like me moving to Atlanta. It was fine while I was still here because she's surrounded by her grandmas, her daddy side of the family. Period. They interacting. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with family, so we making it work. But when I moved to Atlanta, I was, it kind of was sort of a big move and a good move for us because I left stuff behind, and my daughter, she just wasn't having it. She ain't like it. And
she ain't like Atlanta when y'all first got there? She still don't like it?
No.
What she don't like about it?
Because she away from her family. That's all she say. But at this point, I be trying to tell her, understand, look beyond the family. They killing me. But that was, the hardest part with, and then I feel like, sometimes I be feeling like it's out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. So You get what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
For sure. It was a time that you had went online and you basically was saying that you was done with music. You was considering stopping rapping completely. What was your mind state? What was your mind state at that time, and what's your mind state now that kind of made you like, fuck that, I'm gonna keep going?
So what happened? I only said that because that's around the time when I really first dropped in the building.
Okay.
So when I said that, my next post was in the building was playing, but actually in the building was playing in the back of my video.
Okay.
So what I was trying to get the people, I got them to tune in, like, no, you shouldn't, but at the same time, they listen to a song that I was in the building.
Did you think it worked?
Yeah, it did. It did. Because I had people that I thought, like, if I don't see nobody really interacting with me, I'm going to feel like you're not supporting me. Mm-hmm. So I started seeing people names under my posts, like, dang, I ain't seen you in months or years, you know, but now you on here. So I got where it came from. For
sure. You think do that people seeing like, okay, well, people get lost up in their own life and sometimes they don't understand how important it is to share a post? Or you think it'd be more so like people kind of pay attention to your downfall? So you could be putting all this work in and nobody paying attention, but the time you say, oh, I'm finna stop, even when they do come, I'm sure some of the love be genuine, but sometimes I feel like some of the shit be fake. Like motherfuckers just be wanting, oh, keep going, but in your heart, you really got a smile on your face that a motherfucker even considering stopping. So
exactly. So I feel like this every day. And I said a lot. I'm going to start interacting with the people a little more now because we in the building for real, so and I'm getting it. But I feel like when I do get on there and be like, oh, I had the worst day of my life, I ain't got no kindness, then the third, they gonna blow me up. Yeah. Versus I get on that bitch and say, good morning in the building. Ain't nobody gonna say it
It's
back.
like people only love you when you down or fucked up. Once you start doing better or progressing, shit get better, it's like they don't fuck with you.
We ain't gonna let you go. There you go.
That shit crazy. Yeah, that's why you gotta get the fuck on. Hot seat. We got a section of the interview called the hot seat. Things get a little intense. So you had beef with Young Miami? You was in tour with the City Girls?
So let me break it down. I was not in tour with her. It was not like a beef thing. It was like, she says, I made a comment to the people in the comments. And she said, Ep Mulla, why your eyes so far apart? I'm the wrong bitch to play with, boo. I play too much.
So wait, you was trolling her on the comment?
So look, I clicked on the don't play with it, Lola. Yeah. I love her down. Lalo had on this Averex you did. When I was little, my mama named Goldie. Mm-hmm. Chicago knew how we was covered. So we used to have the Averex leathers and the Vucci's and all that. So I'm like, dang, that's hard. They cut it up and they made another jacket to a skirt. But that's what I thought I was finna see. All I heard was, get somebody else to do it. You know, all the TikTok riddles and what. And I was just strolling through the comments, and they was like, she ate it. Y'all hate on Miami. So I said, y'all got to stop lying so much. I wasn't talking to her. I always wanted to tell people that I was never talking to her. I was talking to the people in the comments.
Was you surprised when she responded to your comment?
I was shocked. Because it was instant. I ain't refreshed the phone. I ain't do nothing. It just popped up like, Young Miami 305 at Big Moola, why your ass so? Bitch, you said what? I grabbed the other phone. This true? I started opening up everything. Never saw her, nothing, never nothing.
Yeah, she probably wasn't them type of, she was in one of them moods and then in the bed reading the comments. Yeah.
Right, bitch, wrong reason.
Yeah, she picked the wrong one.
Wrong one.
For sure that. So y'all ain't never had like no real beef just outside of like the internet type shit?
Nah, nope.
For sure. Dream collabs. If you can get your dream collaboration and your dream feature to jump on in the building right now to blow it up, who would it be?
Glow.
Glorilla? That's what you want on that? Why Glow?
I've been saying that for so long. I've been saying that before when I only had a verse in the building.
Yeah.
At the time, she was blowing. Uh-huh. So I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. And then it's like my second verse in the building with the ooze and the ooze. And I said now I don't sound like Glow, but I'm like, damn, that's Glow.
You feel like she'll jump on there, dog?
Yeah, she'll slide and it'll be the turn everybody in the building.
For sure. You had like somebody reach out to somebody on her team, see if it's something that y'all probably get paid for or something?
Actually, I did several. See, this is why it's good to know people, and this is why it's good to when you get around certain people, you got to act a certain way because you never know who knows somebody who knows somebody. Sure. So I did make a post like that on Facebook like a year ago. And then somebody stylist that had helped style me hit up somebody else, And it wasn't through like no text message. It was on the phone, and I just had to be on mute the whole time, and that's what I did.
For sure.
It wasn't. She didn't get on there, but it got close enough to somebody. But I never got back information. Give me a minute, I'm gonna get it though.
Keep pushing on folks in grade, but that's who you want on now. Upcoming projects, what you working on outside of pushing in the building?
So today, approximately at 3:00, last op just dropped.
Last op, you said that you made a post. So speak on that. What's that about?
Okay, so it's a Detroit beat, right?
Okay.
So everybody say like they already anytime somebody Atlanta, Chicago in the building, yeah, da 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 da. First of all, they already pinpoint me. She got a gun, drill rapper, this is that and the third. I'm versatile, right? So I do kind of rap how I rap. Look where I'm from, look where I grew up, the blocks, the buildings. So I'm rap how I rap. I'm rap what I see and been through. I don't have to lie. I don't got to do none of that. I ain't got to sit down and make nothing up. So then what happened? So with this song, they were just like, put a little, you just girl it up a little bit, switch your lane a little bit. We know you woo, woo, woo. They throw names, do it, why I can't do it? I can't do nobody but me. They in the building too.
Right.
But then it did make kind of little sense for me. I'm out there where these people at. Mm-hmm. Let me flow their way one time right quick. And that's kind of where I stayed on my lane, but I kind of threw some of them in there, in and out a little bit.
Taking it just being bigger than just Chicago, thinking bigger than just Chicago. So do you consider yourself a drill rapper?
No.
Just versatile?
Versatile, yeah.
Gangster rap, just that Chicago type sound and flow?
I sound like me.
For sure. What's your opinion on the YBs? You like the YBs music? Young Turk shit? You like Drake just bounce out clapping shorties?
You wanna know what's crazy? Because I was thinking about this lady. And I ain't being funny, and I don't be knowing who people is.
You don't know the bounce out clapping shorties?
I don't know
That's I don't know.
Oh, see, I know that.
That's Aspen. Then Lady BL.
It's a little, and then it's a little dark skin where she slid too, but I ain't like what she was talking about. I said yeah, but I was like no.
One more time, a bitch got one more time. I'm gonna start killing bitches.
In the building.
Don't
get me wrong. I don't be knowing nobody now. I be liking y'all stuff though, but sometimes no.
I'm a little bit more up in tune with the YBs. I know what's going on with them. It's the YNs that get me. I stay the fuck away from them.
I stay the fuck away from Chicago.
The YBs are like, all right, y'all just rapping about it. Y'all ain't really killing nobody or nothing. So it's like, all right, it's cute. But when they get the, boy, I bought a motherfucker on my TikTok. He came on there, yeah, fuck, look, you 50 from you for the world. Wait, hold on. Disconnect.
I don't play the radio with nobody kids.
Go, what's that word? It's KB Nene, and I'm at Iron Team Studios, where they had the best mixing and mastering and the top-notch security, cameras everywhere, so you can feel secure and safe while you record your music. You can also come and record your content. And if you're interested in starting a podcast, or if you need a location to film your podcast, your set can look like this. We got A1 quality, A1 cameras, A1 production. Come tap in with my people. You can book your time slot at www.ionteam.com. Lock in. Yeah, they be dissing this shit. But the little girls, I like them.
Don't get me wrong, they be flowing. I'm not gonna lie. And it's crazy because I just said this. I said outside she probably took it the wrong way or not comprehend what I said. I said somebody said something to me by me being from here, which made me get to what I said. I said all of the rappers rap alike.
Somebody got on your ass for saying that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
She don't need to be said because she ain't nobody. But she didn't really get on my ass, but she did say what she said. And I read the comment like that went over your head because she pinpointed one person like, oh, she could rap, and she could rap. I ain't saying now one of them could rap. I just said I listened to this song and I swept it down. This one was this one, but it wasn't like that. That's all I was getting at.
So do you think that's just all us coming from Chicago, all us having the same kind of musical influences? We all go for like the same type of 808 beats that they say people in Chicago sound like?
Yes.
Because to me, it don't matter where you go. If you go to New York, all them sound like. If you go to Detroit, all them sound like. I guess
it was a problem me being from Chicago. Like I'm here and I know, and I said that.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna make that no problem because it's really dwelling off what somebody said about me. You know.
For sure that. For sure that.
Again, everybody sound the same. Y'all in the building, though. That's just my opinion.
For sure that. On Code of Grave. Yeah, I can see that. Well-being check. How you doing mentally?
Mentally, right. I'm finna tell y'all the truth. I cried for Christmas.
I cried.
It was just me and my daughter. She wanted money. I gave it to her. But I still had to feel like I needed to buy a little knick-knack, paddywhack. But I went outside my house, turned around, looked at the house, and started crying because my daughter said, I'm so glad we out of there. Da, 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 da. Shit be happening. That I'll tell the world another time. It wasn't nothing bad, bogus, nothing like that.
Sure.
But when my daughter said what she said, it made me feel like I popped my shit.
Where you moved? So
Yeah, I got her house.
Relocated.
She went in her house.
Oh, you got a house now?
In the building.
On folks down grave. That's
my
what's
baby
up.
said that to me, and she walked in her room. And they come back out. I said, "Damn, it's Christmas. I'm in a chair rocking like an old lady."
You're just proud of yourself.
In the
Proud
building.
of my moment. That's what's
Yes.
up. Speak on the price of living difference. In Chicago, trying to get a house probably cost you about $750,000 to live in the ghetto. Atlanta, 150,000, 200,000, get you something nice.
Living in the hills and moving on up like to Jefferson.
For real,
That's
the
what it
hill.
Oh, you could come up off them 100-something. You could slab with something nice about 50
50,000?
in the building.
What about me some land out there? Fuck
That
that.
too is a lot of that going on.
Straight up. Chicago ain't got shit. Speak on the difference between how Chicago was when you was growing up in the projects, where it was violent. It was a lot of gangbanging, a lot of drugs.
It was structured violent.
Structured violence.
Yeah.
What is that? How do you
Meaning
structure
like
violence?
kids, women, off limits,
Yeah,
like that.
for sure. That. What you think changed that?
People started dying, and then the YNs became the big bros and all. Like everybody just all over the place. And then I think, to be honest, that's part of it. But I think them knocking the project down, turned the city upside down.
Okay, well, I hear that a lot. And like I say, I was like 2 when they knocked the projects down, so I don't really understand what it was like prior to. So, in your opinion, how you think that the projects being torn down played a big you know what I'm trying to say? How did we get here today from the projects getting torn down?
Look, this is crazy because like I'm from the buildings and like I'm the buildings, but I'm a block girl.
For sure.
So like that mean in my teenage years, my project's gone, but I'm hanging on these blocks. But we still having parties in the fields. Y'all took the buildings, but y'all can't take us.
On Cold Grave.
That's what we're doing in the building. But okay, you got everybody. It was a lot of projects from the west side to the slightly north. You know, Copernic slightly north. It was a lot of projects. So a lot of families was in the projects. You even had families that was on the block, but family before, that generation was from the buildings, so they got to go to the aunties' houses and the cousins' houses in the
Like
projects.
what
So
the
they
fuck
leaving
my
the blocks.
house was.
They leaving the blocks going to the projects. They not really hanging on their blocks. They want to go to the projects. We got all the parks. We got this one lane that's only divided by main streets, but it take you down through a strip of projects from the Hilliards to the Ickies to the Dearborns to Stayway to Robert Taylor's. That's how it used to be, one lane that'll take you down that. Okay, boom, they started tearing the projects down. Now people are moving on to the blocks. Now the kids that been living on the blocks weren't really hanging on the blocks, but they been living there. So now you got kids that was really hanging on the blocks and could go to the projects, like, trying to get into it with them. But now they into it. But they cousins from the projects. There ain't no more projects. So now the cousins on the blocks. So now it's calling a lot of this. And then you got people that's cousins in real life, but from over here, so they attack each other. But when the buildings was up, it wasn't like that because everybody wanted to be in the buildings. Right. It don't matter which project, they wanted to be in the projects.
So it was like everybody was from the building.
Everybody was from the building.
Yeah, man. I miss the buildings.
I
wish I was
free
in
ice
that area.
cream, catch stuff.
You hear all the stories about the buildings growing up. They used to talk about all the drug dealers that come out buying everybody shit and all this shit.
You come on.
These drug dealers ain't letting your ass hold a bag of loud until you get paid. For sure. Anything that we didn't talk about that you want to talk about, any misconceptions that you want to clear up, any rumors floating around on the internet that you want to clear up?
Don't nobody play with me on social media. Don't nobody play with me because everybody know I play too much and I be so serious.
You know what I want to talk to you about? You took your crazy ass and you auditioned for Baddies. You learned your lesson real quick.
Let me tell y'all why I auditioned for Baddies. Dex, you know why I auditioned for Baddies? You want to tell the people why I auditioned for Baddies?
He ain't on mic. You got to tell him.
All right, I'm going to tell the people why I auditioned for Baddies. Young Miami was a judge.
You was trying to get that ass.
I'm finna tell you what really happened. I wanted to play in the building. There's a video on my Instagram. You stroll down, the girls having a fight. In real life, my song was playing.
Yeah.
It was just playing the wrong part for the fight, so I overlaid it with the correct part. But they did play my song in there. I did see Young Miami. I did make, if you go watch the Baddies trailer, Baddies Africa trailer, I am on the trailer. Zeus is messy. Somebody messy. Because they show Young Miami walking in and they see me like, I said, now how they knew to edit that, do all that like that?
I ain't gonna lie, I be feeling like Zeus be super tapped into what's going on.
I said that.
When Natalie Nunn them had came and did the Baddies Midwest thing, I was just positioning myself to get a good video, and the bitch walked right up and hooked the fuck out of me like she knew me.
They be knowing, they be on the page.
Yeah, so now I be wondering like, do they be? But you know they be really trying to keep in touch with who.
I really assumed that, I ain't gonna lie, cause I went there and what was crazy was I got picked the night before the auditions. They sent me an email the night before.
Yeah, they
I
was
just
on
so
the
happened
bullshit.
to be prepared. I was in the building.
They thought you was finna come in there and sling a shoe at Young Miami.
I wasn't slinging no shoe, boo. I knew exactly what I was doing. They played the song. These bitches don't fall for 12 hours. I heard. In
So
the
what was your initial experience during the audition? Was they fighting instantly? Do you think it's scripted?
Y'all, listen. What we see on TV is something completely different from what I saw.
What you mean?
Them bitches was fighting for 12 hours. From 2 to 2. That was, oh my God, it was fight. Chairs was flying, wigs was flying.
For
people
what
was
reasons,
flying.
though?
We done told the girl, chill. That's how, we had to get a little head bob, And then she found out we from Chicago. She was like, well, I'm from Detroit. Chill.
Yeah.
And then it was over. Because everybody was just trying to pick. I didn't have an issue with nobody. Only thing I had to say was in the building.
Was it giving the vibes of like people was trying to create fights and create storylines to get on the show?
So it came a time when Rolly came walking in. Somebody threw a water or something.
Yeah,
Security whooped her ass.
They whooped.
But I kind of felt bad for her because she had a boot on her foot. She was already injured, limping or something. But security told her up. Yeah, it was bad.
So them the vibes like picking with the bigger stars.
Like it was real. Shit. It was like real though. I just like when we got back there because I did manage to get to the judges. It was just like. It was a zoo. Like the girls was doing anything in real life. It was a zoo. Like what the fuck?
Can you see yourself being a part of
Absolutely
it?
Absolutely not. I said every day that was the dumbest shit I ever did. But I didn't go there to fight and to be, if I had to stick up in the pocket, in the building. Feel me? I'm not doing that with nobody. But overall, they be like, slap her, fuck, drag her, fuck. I said, y'all gonna listen to the people? They listen to the people.
Straight up.
They was listening to the people.
Part of me be wanting to go, and part of me be like, hell no. I fuck around, kill one of them.
That's how it had me feeling like that. Like y'all really in here telling these girls, and y'all in here doing it.
I feel like they just kind of contain themselves for the moment. Like it ain't nowhere near. I'm finna have 5, 6 bitches jump on me now. We living all in the same house. I'm waking bitches up out they sleep with pans and all. I was just gonna say pots and pans. Like 5 a.m. pots and pans, like in jail almost. So, but
dumbest shit I did.
So no baddies for you.
Nah, boo. I would just keep watching it.
Reality TV in general, you can see yourself getting into, like on the Love and Hip Hop.
Long as I don't have to do no fighting.
Fighting ain't for you.
Nah, we not doing that. I'm doing that. Go to jail. Sometimes you have an anger. I be having anger from shit, man. And it just be did somebody fingers twist their lips? My mama.
For sure. Well, we here for a good time, not a long time. Next time you come back, we got to have you on our little girl Risky. I think y'all tweak together for sure.
My mama.
On Coda Gray. But until next time.
In the building.
I'm just a girl from Chicago. Shay Moola in the building.
In the fucking building.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to be a guest on my next episode, or if you want to be a sponsor on the next episode, hit that link. You can send me some merch. I can promote you, tag you on my Instagram socials. We can collaborate. So hit me up, hit that link. Let's lock in. Let's work.